First at 4, 5 people in the hospital in a violent crash, including children.
Look at her car. I mean, my babies and my grandbabies is in there.
The impact that nearly caused a semi to crash onto the freeway below. Kim.
Temperatures tonight back down into the 30s. A frost advisory in effect in the same places as last night. We'll talk about a warm up for your barbecue for the weekend.
Think about a wellness center, but also a place where you can go if you experience a power outage, flooding, anything like that.
It's going to make people feel more resilient, like they have something out there.
And today, they're launching a network of these hubs on the east side of Detroit. We take you there and explain the difference they're already making.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Thanks for being here. First at 4, I'm Karen Drew. Right now, 5 people are in the hospital in a crash that nearly sent a semi onto the freeway below. One victim is as young as 4. It happened this afternoon on Schaefer near the I-96 service drive on the city's west side. Victor Williams is there for us now. Tell us the very latest, Victor.
Well, as of right now, it looks like the westbound side of 96 is closed off as they work to get that semi out of the way. That's not where it was earlier. It was somewhere in the middle of the embankment on its way down to 96, but thankfully they were able to stop all of that from happening as they stopped it right here on the grass. Now, there was some fuel also out there on the interstate. They were able to soak all of that up. But the bad news is, unfortunately, this crash has now sent a family of 5 to the hospital. As bad as all of this wreckage looks, the good news is that no one was seriously hurt. Now, it was 3 adults and 2 kids that were only taken to the hospital for minor injuries to make sure they're okay. Their ages range from about 4 years old to 24. Now, what led up to all of this happening is very unclear as investigators have been trying to restructure all of this. All we know is that for some reason, the truck carrying those wood pallets that lost control hit a sedan, crashed into a fence, and then ended up in the embankment just feet away from the westbound side of 96. At some point, like we said before, that gas started leaking from that car, so it was a race against the clock for crews to clean that up to avoid another catastrophe. We did speak to Kizzy Hartman, and this is the mother of the people that were in that sedan. As you guys can imagine, she's torn by the fact that this happened.
Look at the car. I mean, my babies is in the hospital. Oh my God! I thought I lost my kids and my grandkids.
Now, the driver of the semi was given a breathalyzer test right here on the scene. We saw that, but apparently he passed. We will have more on what Miss Hartman had to say coming right up at 5 p.m. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right. Thank you, Victor. We appreciate it. 2 people are treated for smoke inhalation in an apartment fire on the city's east side. Now, the fire started on the 6th floor of the Alden Towers on Jefferson and East Grand Boulevard in the Indian Village area. We're told between 5 and 7 units of smoke damage. Many of those people need to find a place to stay. The cause of the fire is under investigation. In just over a week, the streets of Detroit will be a racetrack, and city leaders are getting prepared for the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Today, the mayor and police chief raised the speed limit on the track to 200 miles an hour. They made sure to be clear that is only for the IndyCar drivers. There will be 6 races over the course of 3 days, starting next weekend. Detroit Police Chief James White says there is a plan in place to keep everyone safe.
The Michigan State Police, our federal partners, our crime intelligence units, we have strategized on parking. We have strategized on keeping all of our communities safe, those who live, work, and visit this event. And we are just super excited.
Half the circuit will be open for free, and Friday is a day of free events. Local 4 will have all that fun covered for you on your next weekend. Well, as you heard on the top of the hour, another chance for frost overnight. Forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams is here with our first look at the forecast.
Well, Karen, so I heard from a gardener, one of our viewers. It's a pretty pretty serious, Gardner, let me say that. And we've been saying that the rule of thumb is usually Mother's Day, that you can plant after Mother's Day. But she said, no, it's Memorial Day. And this is the reason why, because we've had now 2 frost advisories this week. Now we will warm up after Memorial Day. So maybe next year we go by the rule of thumb as Memorial Day and not Mother's Day. There is a frost advisory in effect for Livingston, Oakland, Macomb counties up into the thumb as well. Patchy frost, not everyone gets the frost. It's not a hard freeze, but enough to where you should bring those containers back in or cover up your annuals if you want them to survive the night. 64 degrees tomorrow, but look at this warm up ahead for next week. We are into the 80s, even to 90 degrees. I'll tell you which day we're expecting to hit 90 coming up in the forecast.
All right, thank you very much, Kim. Well, we have exactly 1 week until the U.S. may run out of money to pay its bills. There is more optimism today coming out of Washington on a deal that's being reached on the debt ceiling, but with no bill to vote on, many House lawmakers are leaving Washington for the Memorial Day weekend. Kimberly Gill here now with where things stand. And really, Kim, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, it is. And good afternoon to you, Karen. The deadline is June 1st, and negotiators for the White House, I should say, and congressional Republicans met late into last night. White House officials aren't ruling out a deal being announced today, but they caution there is more work to do. A top credit rating agency is already warning what could happen if no deal is reached. Fitch says it could downgrade the country's perfect credit rating. If the government reaches the debt ceiling, it will have to default on its financial obligations. That's something that has never happened in history. It could send interest rates up, impacting car loans, credit cards, and more. But it does look like the White House and House Republicans are getting closer on a plan to cut spending and raise the $31 trillion debt ceiling. They appear to agree on recapturing unspent COVID pandemic funding, but there are other big differences.
We know where our differences lie. We worked well in past midnight last night. We're back at it today, trying to get to the conclusion that we can solve this problem. Look, we need to have an agreement that's worthy of the American public.
But Republicans are driving us down a dangerous road of default, or have presented the American people with another unacceptable choice, which is devastating cuts to children, devastating cuts to Medicaid, devastating cuts to nutrition, devastating cuts to education, devastating cuts to public safety, and devastating cuts to our veterans.
Now, House lawmakers are being allowed to go home for Memorial Day. They'll be given a 24-hour notice if they're needed back in Washington to vote on a deal. They'll then have 3 days to review that deal before the House votes. So this is really going down the wire, like you said.
Yeah. So what about impact? Do we know who is going to feel this first?
Well, it will be up to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen to decide who gets paid and when. But experts think seniors may be the first to feel this. A batch of Social Security payments set to go out on June 2nd. So we'll stay on top of this. We'll have an update for you when you join us for Local 4 News at 5.
All right. Thank you, Kim.
Sure thing.
Well, a man drives into the gates of Downing Street in London, where the home and offices of the British Prime Minister are located. It set off a security scare at one of London's most guarded places today. Witnesses say the white car was heading straight for the gates at low speeds this afternoon. A man was arrested on the scene for suspicion of criminal damage and dangerous driving. Not clear if the crash was deliberate. No one was hurt. A network of community hubs will be popping up in neighborhoods in Detroit. You can use them for help if your home floods, or maybe you need some space to get some work done, and so much more. The first center is open on Connor near Canfield, but 2 more will be going in on the city's east side. As Megan Wood shows us, the initiative is getting nearly $3 million from community organizations to do it.
Right now, I'm standing in the Stoudemire Wellness Hub. It opened its doors in 2021, but today they're celebrating the launching of a network of resilience hubs.
I think it's going to provide a lot of hope.
The value of hubs like this is personal to Megan Richards. She came here in 2021 when she lost everything in her basement to flooding.
Someone told me, like, hey, there's a place down the street from you. They're assisting with applications for FEMA, blah, blah, blah. And just coming here and having someone to talk to, like in that moment, having someone to give you that support, and it wasn't like black and white. I was treated like a real person.
They even helped clean and sanitize her basement. This wellness hub also serves as a community center with fitness classes and meeting rooms.
People from the community can lease our space. This is one of the favorite rooms for them to lease.
Nonprofit Eastside Community Network is headquartered here and says there's nowhere else like this.
We do have a couple of spaces where people can work out, but access is limited. People can't afford them. And so if you can't afford it, it might as well not be there. But this is our dance room. We really think this is a model program that links the city with a nonprofit like ours and with several grassroots organizations to go about making change to ensure that everybody in this community has a place to be safe, to shelter, in the event of a climate crisis, energy blackout.
So today kicks off the initiative to have a network of these hubs. Nonprofit Elevate is already on board.
We're trying to get nonprofit partners and government agencies, city partners, to share in emergency preparedness.
That way they can meet more needs and change more lives.
There are tax foreclosure support that they could come here for. There are weatherization programs that we can connect them with that exist. So we're just trying to connect residents with all the programs that they can have.
It's not enough to just connect people to these resources. They want to make sure these hubs are in their neighborhood, in walking distance, especially for people who don't have access to transportation. I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
All right, thanks, Megan.